up you guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to Still the Spotlight. Today's video is actually sponsored by Nasty Gal. Just wanted to let you know straight up that I've picked out some of my favorite items from their website at the moment, all of which of course will be linked down below in the description box along with a juicy discount code. It is Katie55, which you guessed it, gets you 55% off your order, which I thought was a pretty good deal. But yeah, instead of just doing the regular, this is what I picked out today. I thought that I would set up for like a style with me sort of video because I don't know, when I purchase something, I don't want it to be just like, oh, that one specific look will work well. I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to get my money's worth and be able to style it multiple different ways and make sure that it's like versatile for my wardrobe. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing with each of the items. That way, hopefully you guys get some outfit idea inspo as well. I figured we'd start out with this shirt because already before we even style it, you can wear it one of two ways, either tied in the front or wrapped around and secured at the back. And personally, I've always been a big fan of this style, not just for the versatility, but also I just feel like they're overall fairly flattering. The ones that I've had in the past are more of like a flowy, flimsy material, which is great if you're going for more of a relaxed boho sort of look, but the thickness of this material and also just the cut of the lapels makes it more of a structured sort of item, which I feel like leans more into like that chic sort of capsule wardrobe vibe. So usually my go-to for changing up a look is just throwing on a turtleneck underneath. I know, like, layering 101, but usually it works a treat. I haven't actually tried it with this silhouette of shirt before, but I still think it kind of works. Originally I was still trying to wear it like tied really tight, but there was something kind of off about it, so I just relaxed the knot a little bit, and then it almost created this like cropped boxy blazer sort of situation, which now I'm kind of feeling. This shirt also instantly reminded me of Ashley from Best Dressed, so I was like, okay, let's just live our picnic bitch fantasy here today, and this is what I came up with. Please pretend that the shoes are nude, not white, but we're working with what we have. But I mean, just whatever your interpretation of picnic bitch is, whether you want to throw on a hat, like an oversized basket, maybe a ribbon in your hair, whatever it may be, I'm sure that this shirt will have your back. Next up, we have this pair of trousers in a Novo Check Burberry inspired print, and recently I've been getting a ton of questions on a similar pair I picked up when I was in Korea, and I just feel really bad that I don't have a link to share with you. So I thought that I'd show you these ones as a nice alternative. Honestly, they're probably more wearable because they look less like pajama pants since they are more high-waisted, and they have like the details of the paper bag waist and also the pockets. There's the tie as well if you're into that, but it is removable if you don't really care for it. Honestly, I'm such a sucker for printed pants in general, but I do think these ones are really cute and they're also easy to dress up and down. So for my more casual sort of look, I decided to go for a cropped white top, and then I'm just gonna throw on over a denim jacket as well and just team it with a pair of sneakers. I feel like that's a really easy outfit combo that anyone can put together, but it still looks cute, and especially since there's a pattern on the pants, it just makes it look like you tried a little bit harder than you actually did. So as most of you are probably well aware, my original inspiration for getting a pair of pants like this was Taeyang, so I thought why not just take inspo from him for the entire look when it comes to doing something a little bit more like smart casual. I feel like this could even be kind of appropriate for an office sort of setting, I guess, if it was a little bit more of a relaxed environment. But yeah, I just teamed it with a classic black button up, a pair of chunky loafers, and also took that tie from around the waist and then used it as a neck scarf instead, just to bring the pattern into the outfit more and tie it all together. A wardrobe staple, in my opinion, is the little white dress. I know its counterpart, the little black dress, usually gets more love, but for me, I find that this is actually something I gravitate more towards. I don't know if it's just because I have a more casual lifestyle and this seems to be better suited to that, but I find that I can throw this on with just about anything. Obviously, this particular style actually looks really cute on its own. It's a really nice fit, but pretty much I would just rotate through a bunch of different outerwear pieces to change up the overall vibe of it, whether you want to toughen it up a little bit or keep in line with that more relaxed, girly sort of vibe. We're already back to me layering on a turtleneck, but I do like just having a little bit of a pop of color. This one is obviously more subtle since it's in the pastel purple, but I just think that it kind of plays off the really sweet, innocent vibe of the white dress, especially if you pair it with matching little hair clippies. Honestly, even if you don't have any other clothing pieces to style with the white dress, you could just keep changing up your hair clips. I get mine for like $2 just from the local cheap store, so definitely a good quick fix. Lastly, for this one, I'm going to try and attempt the good old dress somehow magically tucked away into jeans. Okay, so it's like kind of too awkward to show the full process, but pretty much I have the dress on that comes down to here, right? And then I will like fold it up to here, so it kind of stops around here, if that makes sense, and then just smooth it out as much as possible. These jeans are a little bit tighter than what I would usually recommend if you're trying to stuff this much fabric in, but I mean, I think I can still get away with it. If you are trying to live that minimalism, like bare, basic capsule wardrobe, then I think this is a trick that would totally come in handy because you're pretty much getting a top and a dress all in one. Moving on to this two-piece set, which gives me total Clueless vibes, and if you guys have seen my previous video, I did actually already style this one, and I just continued on with that Clueless theme by doing that look she does with like the long line sheer shirt underneath the top but over the skirt, if that makes sense. And personally I love it, but I know it was kind of mixed reactions. Obviously you can just style it as is for the summertime. I will say also I got this in a size 8. I got the same size in every item, but this one I feel like I could have sized down in. It is a little bit big in the skirt, and the shirt doesn't matter quite so much because it does have the elastic in the back, so it's a little bit more forgiving. Actually, I just checked and you do purchase them separately, so that's good if you need a different size from the top to the bottom, and also if you like one more than the other, you don't have to style them together. Moving on to my favorite item, which is this pair of detailed black cargo pants. And can you guess who inspired this look? Of course, it is Lisa from Blackpink. I've wanted to recreate this look for the longest time, and recently you might have seen I got that really oversized pair of jeans with the 2 zips that zip all the way off, and they are very intense. But when I saw these, I thought that they were a nice wearable alternative, something that's a little bit more subtle and easier to work into the day-to-day wardrobe. Also, if you're not into like the exposed leg, you can just zip those bad boys up. And I also actually really like the detail on the leg because a lot of the cargo pants I see at the moment come pre-cinched, whereas these ones you have the option of having them loose, or you can just tighten them up as well. For a more wearable option though, I would just team it with an all black base and then go for your choice of outerwear. Personally, I really like teaming up cargo pants with like a vintage windbreaker, and this is just my favorite one at the moment. It is a vintage Tommy Hilfiger that's just like the perfect amount of oversized. I don't know, I really like that baggy boy silhouette, so this is probably going to be my go-to sort of vibe now that we're going into winter here in Australia. These printed midi skirts have been having a serious moment on Instagram recently. I wore a couple of different versions throughout our Australian summer, and I feel like now that the northern hemisphere is getting into the warmer weather, this trend is just going to continue on strong. And I really liked the animal print version. I find it really easy to style up and down. I feel like that's my key saying throughout this whole video, but I am going to wear it 3 different ways, and for the outfits I am going to be pinning it in the back because it is too big. But before we got into it, I just wanted to show you, just for like size reference, if you're looking at buying it. Again, I got a size 8 and I can fit like a whole arm down the side, so definitely I should have sized down. They must just run big in this particular line for some reason. For the first look, I just styled this white crop top once again and paired it up with some matching white sneakers as well. Obviously this is a super casual look, just easy on the go. You could totally throw on a denim jacket over the top as well if you needed an extra layer. Another casual take, but if you were looking to kind of toughen up the more girly midi length silhouette, I think that a vintage band t-shirt, or in this case a Harley Davidson tee, really does the trick, especially if you do have an animal print. I always feel like black t-shirts team up perfectly with those. And to finish off that sort of theme, I'd definitely switch out the shoes for a pair of boots, maybe a pair of Doc Martens. But obviously this looks perfectly for a more dressed up look as well, throwing on a pair of heels, and I'm thinking something more tight fitted on the top to kind of balance out the flowy nature of the skirt. Another skirt, but this time around it is this faux leather mini, and this actually has really similar details and hardware to the black cargo pants I showed before. And again, I think this is just going to be a really versatile wearable piece. There's not really too much to say about it. Actually, size wise though, I got a size 8 and this one fits perfectly, so I do think that that last one must just randomly run bigger for some reason. But yeah, I mean, I could be here all day and show you like 20 different ways to style this skirt, but I figured I would limit it to just 3 once again. I actually really like the look of just keeping it all black, but it looks really cool if you want to play around with a bit of a pop of color and almost do a street style sort of twist to it. And then the other way I was thinking was actually to kind of balance out the leather by teaming it up with something softer. So either a floral pattern, some lace, something sheer, you know what I mean? Okay, hear me out because I feel like it kind of looks like I just got half dressed, but I was actually in the process of getting changed and thought, you know what, the skirt could probably look cool if it actually had like a split in it. So I decided to leave the zip undone, pin it at the top, and it's kind of like this cool asymmetric sort of vibe. I don't know if this is necessarily how I would style it, but I just threw it on with whatever would work from what's on these racks. But yeah, just like keep in mind that you don't have to wear it the way it's intended, I suppose, because I think this could be kind of cool. I just got back into this dress to show you the next couple of items, and the first one is actually something you guys have seen plenty of times before, and it is this strappy contraption here, which is actually a harness belt that I get so many questions on. And originally I got it from Nasty Gal probably like almost a year ago, but I believe they still have it on the website, so I thought I'd feature it here just if anyone's been wondering. But this time around I got something kind of similar. They surprisingly have a really good range of any like corset, harness sort of things that you might be looking for a pretty good price. And this is the other one that I picked out, and Blackpink pulling through with the style inspo once again, because I've wanted one of these ever since I saw Rosé wear something kind of similar. I think has had more of a bodice to it as well though, and it was like at the end of last year, but I think this is a really good dupe for it. And sorry, I hate the sound of Velcro, but yeah, it is a Velcro closure in the front and then some elastic in the back, so it has a little bit of give. And honestly, I don't have many ways to show you how to style this. Personally, I just love throwing them on any sort of girly dress. I feel like it always just adds an extra dimension to the look. So if you guys are on the hunt for those kind of K-pop inspired harnesses and corsets, then usually they have a few on offer. Last but not least, we have this black bodysuit, and obviously what drew me to it was its interesting neckline and also the asymmetric sleeves. If you guys have been on my channel a while, you know when it comes to basics, I always say it's best to try and find the basic but with a little bit of a point of difference, because then you don't have to try so hard. This definitely hits the nail on the head. I mean, honestly, just treat it as any old boring black top. I teamed it with just this pair of jeans, for example, and usually if I would team this with an ordinary black t-shirt, it's kind of boring, but just by switching it out for this bodysuit, I've already kind of elevated the look a little bit without actually having to add any accessories or extra layers. I really think I could throw this on with just about anything, so similar to the leather skirt before, I could be here all night trying on a bunch of different looks, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Honestly, you guys have heard me babble on for long enough, but if there was anything that caught your eye, again, all the links will be in the description box along with that discount code as well. But I'd love to hear from you. Let me know which item you think was the best pick this time around. Like I mentioned before, I think that the cargo pants will probably be my most worn option, so you'll be seeing a lot of those probably over on my Instagram. But yeah, let me know, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.